The most perfect time to raid, and you've managed to hit us right before the game. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, into our first map and our second best of 5 of the day. On the left-hand side, we have Team Ultralisk, and on the right, it's going to be Team Kure. We're getting into Cursed Hollow in best of 5 for the meta in the Ravencourt EU League with the Meta Madness style of draft. We'll get into that in a second because I'm sure you're sitting at home saying, Bahamut, I'm so confused. I just got raided in and I have no idea how we got to Cursed Hollow. It's okay because
good news, everyone.
I got you covered. The coin flip was won by Team Ultralisk. They opted in for first pick priority for this map number 1. Team Kure then has map pick priority. They're going to ban out Battlefield of Eternity, Infernal Shrines. We'll also see Braxis and Dragonshire banned out by Team Ultralisk. And Team Kure, will choose to take us to Cursed Hollow for map number 1. Of course, as I mentioned, first pick will go over to the side of Team Ultralisk, so they're going to have first ban as well. Now, if you're sitting at home saying, wait, Bahamut, you said some weird words, Meta Madness? What is that? Well, once again,
good news, everyone.
I have you covered because the Meta Madness style means that heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 5 series. We just had a previous best of 5. We had a great amount of games. I'm just going to be very general with that, not to spoil that for anyone. But it was a very, very good series. Highly recommend you watch that back after this one. All VODs are also available on my stream. You can just jump into them anytime. So, all heroes up and available. Bans at the top of the screen do not add to that list. So here's a great example. Brightwing, who was just picked up for map number 1, will be unavailable for maps 2, 3, 4, etc. in this best of 5. We're guaranteed at least 3 maps in this best of 5 series because it's a best of 5, you gotta win by 3, you know? All that good stuff. But a Brightwing first pick on the side of Team Ultralisk. Don't hate that whatsoever. Do we get the early Blaze Genji? It's not Blaze Genji, but they will go into a Blaze Anubarak. Okay, so looking for that strong solo laner. What will they pair into the Brightwing? Are they going to lean into the heavy global factor? There's a lot of teams that sometimes they'll go to Cursed Hollow and be like, all right, well, let's grab Brightwing and Falstad and Dahaka. Or, you know what I'd like to see? A Hanzo and a Dahaka here. Hanzo is really good for this map. His poke potential around the objective, his ability to clear out the bosses or grab them quite quickly. But it's actually going to be, okay, I was 50% there. They're going to go for the other Shimada. They'll look for the Cybernetic Ninja, and that will be Genji, picked up with the Dahaka Brightwing. So the double global to the side of Team Ultralisk and Blaze Anubarak for the members of Team Kure. So my brain's got to do that, like, jump really quickly. Like, all right, yes, we're in a new best of 5, different team names. But either way, ban phase-wise. Could get rid of some sort of tank here that you don't want to go up against. Garrosh could be something that displaces and really kind of ruins the dive potential of Team Kure. But no, gonna be getting rid of the Murden. Don't want to deal with a Stormbolt to the face. Maybe they're actually fine with a potential Garrosh and they're okay leaning into that. Ban-wise, maybe they get rid of the Anduin. Could get rid of Anduin so you don't have Leap of Faith. You also have the potential for a Blaze or an Anubarak Burrow Jet Propulsion with Light Bomb attached. Oh, okay. They're just going to look for they're going to get rid of Uther with the point blank stun. Alrighty. Well, we're in the latter half of the draft, and we should be seeing some very interesting picks coming out from both of these teams. Want to try and get something strong early. I still like the Hanzo here. Hanzo or Junkrat would be really good for Team Kure. Feel like they need the... Oh, no! They picked Sylvanas, chat. GG, well played. Oh, no. Sylvanas got picked. That's it. Shimada Bros on the side. Team Ultralisk has a stellar draft through and through. I think Team Ultralisk has... I haven't even seen this last pick, but I honestly think that Team Ultralisk has just got a dominant draft. Like, kind of every aspect of it. They got good wave clear, they've got heroics, fantastic scaling, some baseline CC, some burst ability. Do they go into like a... I was wondering if I was looking at it, I was like, oh, Gia, he could look for an early Kerrigan here and play into something that he's comfortable on. And then I was also like, maybe he leans into a Chromie for some poke potential. But no, it's a I wouldn't say an all-in, but it's a very dive-heavy composition from Team Kure. I really like it quite a bit, and I like the aggression, the teeth that Team Kure are bringing to the table. Let's go ahead, and I will write up a prediction, and we'll get into Cursed Hollow, map number 1. Well, thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. As a reminder, if you're maybe new to the stream, you jumped in from the raid, be sure to drop a follow. If you're not following already, do stream 6 days a week. We average around 6 hours per stream. Sometimes it's a little bit slower or lower on tournament days. And then, of course, if you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying yourself, be sure to like and subscribe over there. It costs you $0 and helps out our metrics quite a bit. Over on the right-hand side for Team Kure, we've got Kure playing Blaze, Make on a Sylvanas, a Legacy to play that Rhaegar, Mopsio on the Anubarak, and last but not least, Gia with a Kerrigan. Start up that prediction so you all can start getting your gambles in, because you can see the level 1s at the bottom of the screen. Darkmok will dance his way with a Dahaka. We've got a Hanzo played by Nano, Death Knight on the Joanna, Helvin to play the Brightwing, and Ultralisk will be on that Genji. We're here in mid lane. The gamble's still up and available. Something, Sylvanas always loses. Put your channel points where your beliefs are. And let's see what happens here in map number 1 of our second best of 5 of the day. Thank you all for joining me. Appreciate you choosing my Twitch channel and lurking, chatting, all that good stuff. Big shout out again to Hots Finland for the raid. Gia Legacy chilling in top. Darkmok is just gonna safely, yeah. With the Kerrigan stuff, Darkmok's like, I'm gonna grab 1 minion, and then I'm gonna play this very safe. Okay, so Kerrigan shows, Rhaegar shows as well, and Darkmok immediately is like, I don't want to be up in a 2v1. Speaking of 2v2s, though, we will see Death Knight and Nano in the bottom lane versus Make and Mopsio. Simple geometry on the Hanzo level 1. Oh, it's 200 channel points for Team Kure. Oh my gosh. That much doubt on the Kerrigan? Or not the Kerrigan, sorry, the Sylvanas? Different sexy crazy lady. Alright, that's the last cup of tea done. And Death Knight just wiggling in front of the fort front gate, playing the safe. We'll see bruiser camps for both sides to be grabbed, and Siege Giant's already started by Ultralisk. 265. Well, okay, there's the jump. There's the jump. There's the jump in the belief. I like it. Okay, first objective, top center of the map. Standardized objective on this map. Well, I guess the standardized factor of the objective for this map is that either will start in top center or bottom center. After that, you start getting into the RNG and the rounds and the three, the 3 placements, blah, 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 blah. They used to sit there and try and predict where it was based off the information you've kind of derived off the minimap and where the first one and such have spawned. And then Blizzard was like, let's make this more approachable for everyone, because not all MOBAs need to be massively gate-kept. We'll just put the objective on the minimap. And people will still not pay attention to it, even though minimap is 90% of the game. Darkmok pressuring onto Gia here and there. We do have the Lurker Strain level 4. Enhanced agility for the Dahaka, currently on 1 stack, so he's at 122 movement speed after tapping a bush. But the big thing to also notice, he increases that movement speed duration from 2 to 5 seconds. Subdue level 4 picked up by the Joanna. We also saw the bed of barbs earlier. Kerrigan will be working on her sharpened blades. Genji jumps into the bush. Mopsio gonna get poked here and there, but he throws down the Impale. Actually, Genji chasing in. Ultralisk wants to really chunk into Mopsio. The fight breaks out into the top lane as well. Death Knight with a huge condemn, trying to slow down this aggression from the side of Team Kure. Objective phase is up. 7 talents here close. 9 stacks on Hanzo's simple geometry. Sylvanas with her level 4 possession, bolstering the wave and the push in said top lane. Death Knight now trying to back away in this top. Pops the Iron Skin. Hanzo natural agility over the wall. Meanwhile, Dahaka's still grabbing waves in bottom. Genji in mid will still soak in there as well. Looking for that 7 talent tiers. Blaze will pass by the Dahaka on the minimap really quickly. Checking really fast if Dahaka's got Brush Talk to join to this fight. It's on a 13-second cooldown. The objective hasn't been grabbed. A big burrow charge in from Mopsio. Might be able to take down the Brightwing, but no. And Nano misses the Stormbow. I don't think it would have killed Gia, but it still would have chunked quite a bit. More possession action from Make. Genji's jumped in. Dahaka's actually chilling in a flank bush here. Maybe going to catch the Blaze in the rotation. Blaze checks the bush. Kure, the drag doesn't connect. Kure with a nice wiggle, actually. Avoids that drag. We have a new Brack with the channel. Legacy. 1 delay from Death Knight and another from Nano with the Sonic Arrow. Legacy having that healing reduction applied from the Sins Exposed level 7 of the Joanna. She pops the Iron Skin, 300 HP. Gia wants the kill! And the Ravage, the Primal Grasp finds it. Scatter doesn't get a counter kill, and Legacy bites the butt of our Brightwing. A lot of Brightwings getting their butts beaten up today. Some people just don't install the minimap DLC. Wait, you have to install it? Maka in the top lane activates Black Arrows. Brush Talk in from Dahaka. Can he find a drag? He gets it into Legacy. Is the revenge in place? Hanzo gets the kill. 10 talent tier is almost here. I just want to point out the purification for the Rhaegar, so he's now can use Purge every 45 seconds. You got some other stuff on there. Shielding, slows. I mean, the slows in there are actually baseline. You also get an extra heal if your ally is affected by a slow, stun, root, or silence during any of that. So a lot of conditions to get that extra chunky heal. But let's, as I said, soak through those other stats. Let's go ahead and cycle through those other stats, as the 10 talent tier will be at the top of your screen in just a moment. Shield Glare to delay, and it looks like we have a boss to be starting out. Okay. My buddy just texted me he's 180 miles away. 180 miles away on a motorcycle. That is going to be a few hours. Well, so here's a great example. For me to drive down the mountain to go from Tahoe, where I live, to go to Carson is like 20-something miles, but that takes almost 45 minutes to an hour because of the winding roads. I mean, you can go 60 miles an hour down the mountain, but woof, you're flying. You better have a lower profile car so you're closer to the ground. You don't want to roll off the cliff. But it's a nice day. It's pretty sunny outside, so it's not like we have any rain or anything coming. So it'll be a nice ride for him up the mountain. Minimap DLC is so OP. It helped me out of Bronze 5. Did it really, Fluffy and Cute? Huh. Interesting. Jet Propulsion from Blaze doesn't get a stun. Boss in bottom lane is slapping onto a fort currently. Boss in top lane is working on that keep front gate. And Ultralisk will start the channel. We have Make going in, polymorphed immediately. Ultralisk wants to get a whole handful. Oh my god, the amount of damage into Make. They don't use the Ancestor Healing. Legacy trying to hold on to this for the time being. Boss in top lane is still pushing in. And those towers, that tower will take it down. The keep front gate will fall. And that's a keep front gate going down 7 minutes in. By the way, I might have misspoke earlier. This is the second objective phase. First was in the top center. This is our second of the game. Sylvanas with a barrage of damage onto Death Knight. A little bit of spell armor from the Brightwing. She blinks around as well, keeping the healing coming through. Let's pull away our talents. And Ubrak with a impale onto a few. Jet Propulsion from Kure says hello to Death Knight. The second objective phase still being delayed out. Phase shift from Brightwing. Death Knight pops a Bless Shield into a few enemies. A Cocoon into Brightwing, and they're going to try and clear that out as quickly as possible. Ubrak not able to get the impale. The Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will miss. Maybe they jump onto Darkmok in the bottom. I don't think they're going to find the kill they're looking for into this. Death Knight actually really stepping forward. Jet Propulsion from Blaze will be met with a follow-up impale from a Nubarak or Burrow. Hanzo Dragon Arrow coming through. That was looking promising to the side of Team Ultralisk, but Team Kure find a kill. They'll find a second. Nicely done. And that's a Make channel and
double kill.
Whole lot of experience to be grabbed in mid lane, and that'll be 13 talent here as well. All right, 2 out of 3 of the curse points to Team Kure. Selexia, thank you for the tier 1 for 46 months. I appreciate that. Thank you for your continued support and generosity. I'll resend your alert when we get out of game. Hope you're well. Hopefully you're hopefully you're not zombified from a recent nap. 5 stacks on Dahaka's enhanced agility. He has mount speed for 5 seconds after tapping a bush. He'll be able to, when he finishes up that talent, he'll have 140% total, so 10% faster than mount. Okay, every heroic is available for Team Ultralisk. Wailing are about to be up on the right-hand side. Ultralisk for Kerrigan. Or Gia will be up in 5. Ancestor Healing in 18. And is Team Kure going to go for this? Are they going to give the objective and just kind of manage the lanes? It kind of seems like that is the case right now. And yeah, maybe we have one interrupt from Mopsio. And yeah, he pops his Hardened Carapace and just burrow charges away. Meanwhile, Make and Ultralisk have a little bit of a 1v1 in this bottom lane, but no respect from Brightwing. Whoa, the immediate Wailing Arrow, and that's so much damage into Ultralisk, but he is able to get away. Burrow in from Mopsio. Dragon's Arrow stuns out a few enemies, and they just can't close the distance for a kill. Not yet, Smile. But soon. Jet Propulsion from Blaze. An activated Black Arrow from Make. The double Haunting Wave Windrunner is 16 or 13. Death Knight gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Nubrak doesn't land the burrow charge into her. It's actually onto the Brightwing. Joanna trying to get out of here. We have a Cocoon into Hanzo. We want to play off of this. Kerrigan, ouch! Oh, that archer is going to be falling. Ultralisk chilling in the bush over here on the right-hand side. Mopsio doesn't see Ultralisk. And the Shin Gun, level 13, trying to find some extra value with those triple hits, but can't get all of them. Looks like we have a DC from one of the players, so we'll probably see a pause in just a second.
What's this? A hero has left the back.
Yep, there it is. All right, for competitive integrity, we always pull ourselves out of the game, just in case. We have a Dahaka DC, so they're just communicating, and all right. Well then. Nice stacks Gia. Gia's currently on 69. Nice. Really quickly, I need to message my buddy. So, 180 miles. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to coordinate things. Alright. There we go. Oh, wait, while we're waiting. Oh, wait, no, we have the readies. Alright. We'll resend the alert when we get a game. Sorry, I had to text my buddy because he's on his way. Back into it in our map number 1, second best of 5 of the day. We're back into it with we had a little pause there for a second, but players back in. We're ready to go. Cursed will go over to the side of Team Kure, who have a near it's a level and some change lead, but it's a talent tier advantage is the big thing to note. About 15 to 16 in our talents currently, or our levels. Kerrigan ravaging in. The curse is in favor of Team Kure, and they're looking maybe for a quick Cursed Hollow map number 1. It's very possible. Dahaka is still in the bottom lane, and I do want to check if he's got Brushstock for a flank. He does, so we could see a Dahaka Brushstock flank over here. But the top lane keep is looking promising to fall. Ultralisk. I'm sorry, my brain. Mopsio burrows in with a Nubarak, not even close to the letters in the alphabet. And Dahaka actually, he's just pushing a bottom lane currently. He's like, all right, I'll get a fort during your curse phase, and maybe, just maybe, we see a boss to push in through top. But this will go straight to core. It's not going to have a keep to buffer. All right. They can't double boss it. They can't make the rotation down to here in time. So it'll be traded bosses. As a note, all heroics are up and available. It's 5-1 in kills. This feels like a commitment with the well taps.
Blue team's core is
This feels like a commitment to end the game with those well taps right there. Let's actually get some vision of our blue team really quickly, see how they're setting up. Sonic Arrow, doesn't see anything. We know that, well, so they can see that little Sonic Edge. Dark Mach will get hit by the Impale. The Burrow comes in as well, scatters out from Hanzo. Boss is trudging his way through the top lane. That's a big dive onto Dark Mach, who gets an isolation onto somebody. And what in the hell is happening? The health bars of Team Kure just getting eviscerated out of nowhere. Joanna sub done with her level 4, and with a Nubarak falling, the members of Team Kure run to bottom lane to defend up against the boss and try not to lose much, if any, off their keep. Boss in top lane scratches the shielding of the core, but no actual structural damage. Woo! Hanzo had a big ult. He also had a big scatter, too. I think that helped out a ton. Big scatter with the piercing arrows. Sin's exposed also is a big one, reducing any sort of healing coming in by 35%. Critterize was helpful as well. So nicely done. Team Ultralisk, they get a really imperative kill in that moment. And with all that, with that slight window available, Team Ultralisk also closed the gap that had started forming in this experience. Objectives coming up. It's 1 out of 3 for Team Ultralisk. Team Kure at 0 out of 3 as they did get the curse earlier. Boss is up in about 3 minutes on both sides, so we'll look at those those will be up at about 17 minutes, 15 seconds in game time, something like that. Genji just pushes up bottom lane a little bit more. And what was looking like a really promising game for Team Kure kind of feels like it's starting to slip away here in the latter half. More mind control from Sylvanas, or possession. You can see which one she grabbed because the little kind of purple glow around them. But you also kind of hear that she has a voice line for it. Looks like Kure gets the channel on that objective uninterrupted, moves to top lane to start clearing things out. Nubarak is anchoring in the rotation. Do you believe he saw the Genji, throws down the bed of barbs. And that's a signal for Kure to get out of here. He gets the mount up, immediately dismounted, but there's no way he's threatened by Genji outside of a few shurikens. And those actually go into the fort front gate, taking that down. Oil in from Blaze, and still half a level to go for 20 talent tier, favoring the side of Team Kure. Retreat pings out of top lane. Whose vision are we on? We're on the red team vision, so it is going to be retreat called by one of the Team Kure members. And a quick rotation to bottom lane. Legacy, Gia, and Make are going to look to take down this fort quickly. Another objectives up and available. It could be 2 out of 3 tributes for one of these two teams. So it's 20 talent tier advantage, Ancestor Healing with the Farseer's Blessing. Sonic Shift for the Kerrigan, which is a little bit different. She deals damage with her blink and also gets assimilation shields from said damage. It's a regular Bolt of the Storm for Sylvanas, Rewind for a Nubarak, and Fortified Bunker on the Blaze. And I think this is the smart call from Team Ultralisk. They tried to, poke in here and there with some scatters to bounce in, but they knew that they weren't going to be able to delay this out. They need the 20 talent here, and they will achieve that through some proxying or some pushing through the top lane by Genji. It's even talent tiers, and on that side of Team Ultralisk will be the Radiating Faith of the Joanna upgrade on her Blessed Shield. Kure doesn't get the delay onto Genji's Hearth Out. Bullseye for the Hanzo, Living Weapon Genji, Invisible Friends on the Brightwing, and Dahaka's holding, he's going to go Contagion, so he's got the splash on his Isolation. We know there's a bush party. Shh, bit of a bush party. Death Knight checks immediately. Death Knight checks the bush, and immediately Mopsio burrow charges out, trying to make try to start the CC train, but looks like the train has left the station, and Joanna will not be getting onto it. All right, 20s are here. I've gone through all of those. Let's pull away the talent so we can see everything a little bit better. Kure backing away with the Jet Propulsion. A good team fight, and Team Kure could be ending map here. They don't even... Oh, that's a big isolation. The Ancestor Healing coming through in time. The Sin's exposed, reducing some of that healing. The bunker from Blaze will come down, and that's a kill on Hanzo on the left-hand side. The Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, and Genji's inside the cocoon. Darkmok, he's going to try and get a drag, and he will land onto Sylvanas, but Kerrigan's still ravaging in, and she is the better Zerg in that situation. Sylvanas gets the kill. Brightwing to fall. Genji rushing towards top, but this is channel from Make. They get the objective, and Blaze and crew are going to take map number 1. Team Kure will have map number 1 in our second best of 5 of the day. These are best of 5s, and this is map 1 over the side of Team Kure. As a reminder, this is the lower bracket, so the loser of this series will be going home. Winner will be going up against the winner from earlier today of Madara versus Banana. We keep it general just in case people don't want spoilers, so we just, if you're watching out of order on YouTube or whatever. But the core will fall. Nice jet propulsion from Blaze. And GG, well played. Team Kure take map number 1. Something, something, something. Sylvanas always loses. Something, something, something. She always loses. Ken Masters, you are absolutely worthless. Thank you again, Selexia, for the tier 1 for 46 frickin' months. Thank you for nearly 4 years of support. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Ravencourt EU League. My name is Bahamut. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Team Kure up in this best-of-5 series in the lower bracket quarterfinals. Loser goes home, winner goes on next Saturday, or I guess this Saturday, up against the winner of Team Madara versus Team Banana, which did happen earlier today. If you'd like to know the results of that or check out any of that information, you can use exclamation bracket. If you'd like to find out more information about the Ravencourt or their prize pool, use exclamation Raven. This is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable. So last map we saw Hanzo, Genji, Dahaka, Brightwing. Those are all unavailable for the rest of this best of 5. There are no tournament bans, so there's no baseline bans. Maybe they'll do that. No, I don't think they'll do that for the grand finals. I think this is pretty much just going to be everything's open and things will be whittled down as the maps do go on. One more thing to note really quickly in the draft style and everything for Meta Madness is that heroes that are banned at the top of your screen do not get added to the list of heroes that are banned away. I know we go through this every single time, but sometimes we get new viewers or sometimes people don't catch these things, so we try and be very, very clear. So I apologize if you do hear this over and over again. It's just so that we have clarity on the stream and everyone's kind of on the same page. So the last thing I want to note is we're about to get into our first pick for Sky Temple is going to be that if you're watching here on Twitch, be sure to follow the channel. If you're not, I do stream 6 days a week. And if you'd like to support the stream further, it's always very, very much appreciated as we do have some bills to pay and we, got little sub goals and stuff as well. If you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. All these videos will be going up on YouTube with spoiler-free additional time, and also the in-between lobby times of being set up will be edited out. So all these videos will be kind of just, it'll be game, it'll be draft, game, post stats, and then it just repeats that. So there's no in-between time. So if you want to watch over on YouTube. And if you are watching on YouTube, hello YouTube. Thank you for watching and supporting. Let's get into it. We have a first pick Stukoff on the side of Team Ultralisk, who are down in this best of 5. And once again, this is elimination portion of the bracket. You're clamoring through the lower side, so you have no tournament life. You cannot drop a best of series. You need to win out your series to continue the life here. It's an Uther Falstad immediately for the side of Team Kure. Do like this. You have the global from Falstad. His wave clear is extremely strong. Gust is a huge tool around objective phasings. Wind Tunnel can basically win a game if you get a good Wind Tunnel, or you can get a good Wind Tunnel and your entire team does nothing with it. My Storm League teammates. Oh, it's all aggression from Team Ultralisk. It is dive, 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 pressure, pressure, pressure. So what do they want to do on the side of Team Kure? I do believe this will be a Garrosh ban from Team Ultralisk, unless, well, it could be a main tank Uther. So actually, let's back that up a little bit. Maybe they want to ban out some sort of synergistic second healer like an Ana. We have seen a lot of Ana Uther combos in the past. Very popular on something like Inferno Shrines, but I could see it working here on Sky Temple as well. Lunara banned away. Lunara does have a lot of vision. Damage over time is strong. Leaping strikes are good. Thornwood Vines could be poke. And the big thing to note is that typically Uther does struggle with the damage over time trying to heal through that. So I wonder, does this mean that Team Kure are kind of showing they don't plan to go into a secondary healer with this Lunara ban? That's the one assumption that we can guess at. Bandit's hair is still better. Bandit's hair is always better. Bandit in general is better. My poor little lad, though, is so depressed. Isn't he? My poor guy. He loves my parents so much, and they left today, so he's going to be a little bummed out. But I have another friend visiting in, like, 3 hours or whatever. He should be arriving. So he's going to be pumped to see my friend Mike. I'm pumped to see him. I haven't seen him in, like... I haven't seen my buddy Mike since right before COVID. He came to visit. We went snowboarding right before COVID. Like, it was like, I remember we were watching movies and we were talking about it, and I was like, man, this COVID thing is like, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. He goes, yeah, I hope it doesn't like become a major issue. 2 months later. So yeah, I haven't seen him since right before COVID, so it's been a while, but we talked on the phone here and there. Anyways, my ramblings aside, Muradin Malthael for the side of Team Kure. I do like this quite a bit. They're not going to be going to that. Oh, wait. Yo, I'm kind of scared for Team Kure. Greymane, Illidan, Diablo, Sergeant Hammer, just, oh, this is going to be a little scary, I'm not going to lie. Solo heal Uther, but here's the thing. Falstad goes autos at 1, he goes into self-healing at 4. Good self-sustain. Muradin, third wind, level 1, self-sustain. Malthael, self-sustain, ripping health and blah blah blah. Li Ming, domination gives HP, right? Right? Am I misremembering? Prophet Mike, yeah. Right? Isn't domination, doesn't give it heal and mana, HP and mana back for kills? So all they need to do on the side of Team Kure is just get a lot of kills. Just kill the Batman. Just kill the Batman. Alrighty. I wrote up our prediction. I'll get it going once we introduce the players. Thank you as always for hanging out. This is going to be a good one. Map number 2 and our second best of 5 of the day. On the right-hand side, we're looking at Team Kure up in this best of 5 series, looking for a 2-0 lead. Maybe get that advantage through Sky Temple. We got Mopsio playing a Muradin. Kure on the Malthael. Yes, he is. Make to play a Falstad. We'll see Legacy on the Uther. And last but not least, we'll have a Jia Li Ming. Hammer the Lightbringer, level 1 for the Uther. On the left-hand side, Team Ultralisk looking to find parity in this best of 5 series by taking a map off the side of Team Kure. We got Ultralisk, the leader, with a Greymane. Dark Mach to play a Illidan. Death Knight on the Diablo. Sergeant Hammer to be played by Nano. And we'll see Kelvin, I can never say it right because everyone tells me a different way to pronounce it, on the Stukov. Either way, we got some fun action here. Maybe it's just Sky Temple's buggy for me. Maybe that's just the issue. It's such a big map. And I don't know, man. It's just Sky Temple's the only one. I really need to restart my game after this game. Keep forgetting to. But either way, the gamble's up and available if you'd like to put your predictions on who you think's gonna win. 25% on a takedown level 4. Thank you. I was like, I couldn't remember. I was like, I know it gives. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's health and mana, but like, maybe it's not. Anyways, I don't play a ton of Li Ming. It shows. Illidan's gonna go Unending Hatred at level 1. That is an uncapped quest, so it'll be continuing to build up his auto attack or his basic attack damage. Sergeant Hammer level 1 standard. Diablo's Soul Shield. Apologize for the small lags here. I really need to remember to restart my game after this. Inner Beast active from Greymane. He's going to rush on in and help out Stukov and Nano. On the right-hand side, Jia will grab their own camp as well. I don't think we're going to see an invade. Death Knight's kind of just, anchoring around. We'll get back into the mid lane and continue our soak. Diablo wants to get as many of those minion souls as he doesn't have any Soul to Flame level 5. Mopsio steps in the bush and is going to get met with a, I think there was a small shadow charge into the wall right there. Actually, Mopsio Dwarf tosses in. He went block at level 1, so no extra sustainability from him with the third winds. Malthael has the Fear the Reaper, by the way, the activatable, so you can activate for just under mount speed. But the big thing is you also pass through enemies. So if the body blocking's pretty bad, you can use that to maybe get away from a potential kill. Legacy just needs to smack things 70-something times, 75 times, and he'll be able to get the Hammer the Lightbringer cooldown reduction. You also have Pursuit of Justice. Oh, my apologies. Sorry, I was looking at the talents, looking at how bottom things were going in bottom, and it looks like between Illidan and Stukov, they find the kill. First blood will be to the side of Team Ultralisk, as Ultralisk on this Greymane clears out the top lane camp. Make doesn't see the Illidan here. At least I don't think he does. Oh, now he does. Greymane rolls in, and yeah, they can't get a kill. 7 stacks for the Falstad on his Gathering Storm, and our first objective phase is up and available. Malthael's made his way back up here. Little lightning rod poking at Darkmok. And the minion wave with the siege camp or the bruiser camp pushes in a little bit here into the top lane. It's 30% now. All right, someone make a Reddit thread about how wrong one of my Twitch viewers is. How dare you be wrong? How dare you get everything but one thing right? And unfortunately, my point is moot because it is just going to be a triumvirate at level 4. So, Dom, I was thinking, I was like, oh man, like they're going to go for extra self-sustain. Nope. I guess I will say this. You do have Thunderburn at level 4, so we could see the healing static later on. Stormbolt will connect onto Nana, who continues to boost away. Health only, no mana. Oh, okay. Greymane with tower shots. Make to come up here. Falstad gonna actually just chase onto the Greymane. Big hammering damage. No level 7 for the spell armor reduction. That might have been enough to get a kill if they did have the spell armor reduction applied. Li Ming trying to stay out of the lurking arm from Stukov. And our mid objective goes over to the side of Team Ultralisk here. Illidan was pushing up stuff in bottom. Selexia, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Turbo. Thank you very much, Selexia. Resend your alert when we get out of game. Appreciate the support. Peepo leave. Nah, we just kidding around. We just kidding. It's the joke I always make because whenever I'm casting, like, I can get everything right, no one says a word. I say one thing wrong and, like, Twitch chat jumps down your throat. Oh, streamer, wrong, no. And he's back! Excuse me, and they're back. My apologies. Legacy is going to be thrown in, but I think he's... No, he actually did not want to be there because he immediately starts running away. Amake gets the barrel roll. Has the extended range from the level 4. The updraft. You get the increased range and your shields are permanent. Or they last indefinitely. Not permanent. That's actually incorrect because permanent would be, you know... Anyways, they last indefinitely. Cleanse from Uther. Malthael does go into Touch of Death. So that's going to reduce healing. To try and get rid of some of the healing from Stukov. A flight down to bottom lane. Darkmok's the target. Kure's down here as well. No 10 talents here. No last rights. Barrel roll in. 1Q. They get it. Nicely done. As that kill comes through, the last shots of the top temple fire into the top lane fort. And that was the end of our first objective phase. We're going to cycle through the other numbers at the bottom of your screen while those 10s will be popping up. And it seems like there's an invade onto the camp, and it makes sense. No Illidan for 5 seconds. This is an easy Siege Giant camp for the side of Team Kure, who are continuing their momentum from map number 1 here in Sky Temple. Things seem to be going okay. It's 1-to-1 in kills. Structurally, a little bit ahead on the side of Team Ultralisk. And maybe, just maybe, it's actually Team Kure who are not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Strong as they seem? That might not be the right phrasing, but either way. Sorry for the lags, I do apologize. Not 100% sure what that issue is. I would assume it's a server thing since we are on the west coast of NA and we got like 190-something ping. Why you say wrong with your chest high? Huh? What? I also read that wrong. My dyslexia kicked in for a second. I said it and I was like, no, I missed some words there. That was not correct. 10 talent tiers though. Napalm Strike, Lightning Breath, Massive Shove, Hunt from the Illidan, and Greymane goes for the throat. On the opposing side, it's a Last Rites, Muradin Avatar, not Wind Tunnel, Gust from Falstad, and Divine Shield and Wave of Force. Sergeant Hammer boosts away in bottom lane. You can see that they're trying to chase in onto this, but the fort front gate opens up. Bottom objective will be shooting into bottom structures. So you take down that fort front gate, and you're applying immediate shots to said structure. Illidan and Uther will finish up their level 1s at the same time. As a reminder, Illidan's level 1 is uncapped. There was a hunt in from Illidan. I did hear the audio, and it was onto Kure. Friend or foe allowing Illidan to dash to an ally. That's the level 7, that purple. All right, Mopsio starts getting shots onto the bottom lane fort. The fight shall break out. No 13s just yet. Mopsio immediately dwarf tosses out. Falstad in the top lane, still pressuring onto the fort, looking to see. He does have flight. 38 stacks for Gia, I believe, on the Falstad. Ultralisk working on this camp, and Illidan will show up in top lane. It is 4v4 in the bottom. They see this now. They go in for it. Kure steps in as well, trying to rip a bit of HP off of Diablo. The Stormbolt will connect. The massive shove pushes Kure back, and I think he's absolutely fine with that. Kure was really low already. He's going to just start hearthing out. A reset for Li Ming. Minion wave will be cleared out. Kure gets the full hearth out. Illidan is going to be dealt with in the top lane. You can actually see Kure, Malthael rotating over there. But Muradin's a little low here. He gets the Divine Shield. Dwarf tosses in! Nice siege tactics from Nano. Able to self-cleanse themselves with that level 4 as they are in the siege mode. Top fort does go down. Trying to look really quickly. Darkmok is able to get away from Kure, so no last rites to be applied. Falstad getting chunked here. It's no low blow level 1 from Stukov. So the Lurking Arm isn't super threatening, but still is. I mean, it still threatens quite a bit. And they get the kill on Diablo, resetting souls. A little bit of armor from the siege tactics. Holy hell, Li Ming's gonna pop up. Gia getting the pop off. Unfortunately, Mopsio doesn't land the Stormbolt, but it still is gonna be a fantastic triple kill. Diablo souls were reset and all of that. Malthael still matching, Darkmok soaking. And yeah, that is gonna be shots and boss. No, they're gonna go for siege giants over here on the left-hand side. Illidan with 6 Sense. Evasion grants Illidan 75 spell armor against the next 2 sources of spell damage. There's that healing static as I mentioned earlier. Falstad gonna go for the Flow Rider Airy Gust, I assume, combo. Well met for the Uther. Diamond Skin? No, Illusionist. Calamity, Aetherwalker. Diamond Skin's a different level. Death Knight does have that soul to flame, so these fire stomps do help him out with some of that generating some extra souls on his baseline. He's at 32 already. Half a level to go for 16 talent here in favor of Team Kure. Greymane clears out bottom. Falstad does top. Nano checks a bush with the Napalm Strike. Mopsio Dwarf tosses in. Another Siege Tactics activated. I guess it's Neo Steel Plating. Siege Tactics is the level. That's the ability name. Anyways, or the talent name. Darkmok gets hit with... Oh, no, I don't think he got marked by Kure there. Either way, the fight does break out. Kure self-cleanses. I did hear Legacy using a cleanse as well. Alright, Darkmok gets the friend or foe. Jump to an ally. Kure trying to back away. We have Divine Shield applied to the Malthael. The Gust into the corner from the Falstad. But what can they do with all of this hunting from the Illidan? And Make's the one to go down. The Lightning Breath is so very good. Greymane slices, he dices. And we're looking at a massive triple kill for the members of Team Ultralisk as a double objective phase comes up. Woo-wee. And instead of going for the objective, they move into mid lane with the available wave and the Sergeant Hammer, and this fort will go down. 8 seconds on Falstad's the lowest, 12 to go on Uther, and you still have a Malthael in that mix. Illidan runs to bottom lane. Does feel like Team Ultralisk are on that momentum or that direction for a 1-1 score here. Nicely done. Diablo is also 1 soul away from his buyback, so he just needs to get a Fire Stomp to be going back through an enemy, so right there the return will be enough. Last rites onto Death Knight. Do they get the count for the... Oh, they don't get the stack on the level 10 or in the heroic, but it is a double kill immediately to Team Kure. Illidan getting shots on bottom, and I think they just leave Kure for this, and they all rotate down to bottom lane. Are they going to go for the boss? So dead Stukov. Yeah, they're going boss. Gust from Falstad is up and available. Illidan's backed off of bottom lane. Falstad's still chilling in the mid, and he'll get the last few shots of this before Diablo can get on the point. Boss will go to the members of Team Kure, and they still have objective for the bottom lane at about a third of it left or so. No one saw that, Kure? Don't worry. Boss, Siege Giants. Falstad grabs Soak in mid. He'll probably go to top lane to clear things out. And we still have, as I mentioned, that objective in bottom lane. So yeah, more Siege Giants to be grabbed. Kure is actually just going to Hearth out for full mana. Last Right's back up in 4 seconds. 25 on the Avatar. Napalm Strike about to be back up. But Napalm Strike's like a few second cooldown. 6 seconds, yeah. One of the shortest heroic cooldowns without any augments. Okay. Boss and bottom's cleared out. Shots go into the bottom lane keep. More camps to be grabbed by Team Kure. They'll play the macro game and take down the top lane fort. Parity to be found structurally, or in the number of structures, but of course, bottom lane keep did take nearly half of its HP. You can say more than a third. Mopsio anchoring in the bush. Illidan just checking around. Boss up in 3 minutes 45. Way later into the game. Make just a Hearth out here. Full mana. We'll have Maltheo rotate into the mid, and they'll just play the macro game. Look for 20 talents here on the side of Team Kure. Imposing presence, by the way, for the Muradin at level 16. So you activate to reduce the attack speed by 50% and movement speed by 20 for nearby heroes and summons for 2.5 seconds. You also have a passive though. Heroes and summons that attack your hero have their attack speed slowed by 20% for 2.5 seconds. Now, how many summons are there for the side of Team Ultralisk? Not any. I don't know if Widow Mines are considered summons or if those are just considered ability damage, but either way. The big thing to note, though, is that Illidan, that Greymane, just sitting there trying to get those. I mean, even Sergeant Hammer hitting Mopsio would have that slow. So it's a nice augment. I do like the pickup from Mopsio. I think the build works out pretty good. We're going rewind at 20, right? Could see Storm Shield at 20. That's rewind. Okay. Buyback for Maltheo, Wind Tunnel Falstad, Repulsion Li Ming. Uther is Redemption, I assume. He could go Bulwark of Light and just have the AoE, like, hey, everyone cluster around me, Legacy. We all get Divine Shield, and then we just smash face into the enemy team. That is a possibility. They're so cute, the Widow Mines. Nope, gonna be Redemption. Gonna be Redemption. Mid-temple. Singular temple on the map. Firing into mid keeps. Let's see, take stock of both keep sides, okay. Relatively close. Boss up in 2 minutes. That's 17 minutes, 32 seconds in-game time. If you are wondering when the boss will be up. 20s on both sides. We have Greymane going into the Hunter's Blunderbuss. Fairly standard. Blink for the Illidan. Actually, yeah, Bolt of the Storm for him. Diablo at the Hellgate when push comes to shove. And Ultra Capacitors on the Hammer. She will discover Mopsio. He Dwarf Tosses in. Neosteel Plating activated immediately. So does Mopsio's Rewind activate. He's looking for Death Knight. Forced to use the Hellgate as a disengage tool. Make looking for the Wind Tunnel angle. Does push up against Ultralisk, and a hammering does poke, and Mopsio does get the Divine Shield. Meanwhile, Illidan is trying to end in the bottom lane. He'll take down a keep. Mid shots onto the mid keep here from Kure. You can't just leave this Illidan alone on the... well, I don't think he's going to be trying to do the Illidan core thing right now. Mid-temple's about to expire. Not many shots left. Seems like this is a call just to back away. Boss up in 1 minute. Invade onto the camp. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I was trying to see, show the vision. Ultralisk is Dovan. Gia blinks in. Big repulsion. Self-cast just to make sure Greymane can't make that play happen. Falstad with the hammering out. The Gust is unavailable. The hunting from the Illidan. Somehow, Illidan doesn't get the immediate kill. It is going to be everything falling apart on the side of Team Kure. Maltheo buys back. Mopsio pops Rewind. And Ken. Oh no, Legacy! Oh no, Legacy! Oh, the Redemption! Oh, how unfortunate.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Team Kure with what seemed like a hold. I don't think they're going to be able to defend this one. It's Illidan on core. Maltheo and Muradin to defend. The push comes to shoves. Are pushing Mopsio back way too much. Kure will pop self-cleanse. The core shielding is down. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got another best of 5 series that is going to be more than just 3 maps. GG, well played. Series on our hands.
Now I have
Twitch sub.
ho, ho, ho.
Thank you again, Selexia, for the tier 1 gifted sub to Turbo. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Yeehaw, partners. Let's get into it. We are here into map number 3. We're going to Towers of Doom. I forgot to restart my game again. Hopefully it's not an issue.
You know this, and why do you serve him? Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron. You got paid?
The deleted tadpole told me to type this message.
Alrighty, thank you. Don, thank you for the tier 1 for 28 months. Thank you for over 2 years of support. I appreciate that continued support. I couldn't think of the right word. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks, bud. All right, we're getting into Towers of Doom, map number 3 in our second best of 5 of the day. We are going to Towers of Doom, as I had mentioned, and the heroes that are picked and played on the previous maps are unavailable for this next game. But if you are wondering how we got to Towers of Doom, Battlefield Infernal were banned out by Team Kure. Braxis and Dragonshire banned out by Team Ultralisk. The first map was Cursed Hollow. Team Ultralisk lost that. And the losing team, Team Ultralisk, opted for first pick priority in the last map. Sky Temple was just played by and chosen by Team Kure. It was Team Ultralisk to take the victory on that map, and we will be having first pick priority of the side of Team Kure, and Towers of Doom will be chosen by the members of Team Ultralisk. As a reminder, the heroes that are banned at the top of the screen are not banned out in the series. They're just banned away for the current map draft. But things like Maev will be unavailable. Falstad is unavailable. Sergeant Hammer is unavailable. These are heroes that were picked and played in previous maps, so they will not be pickable or playable here. Now, with all that explained, we have a Tyrael Chromie on the left-hand side for Team Ultralisk. Poke mobility. Some sustainability as well. I do like it so far. I wonder what kind of healer they're going to be leaning into. Nano boosted Chromie could be awesome. I don't think we've seen Ana in this series. I think we saw her in a previous series. Yrel to be grabbed for the solo lane early on, and an Anduin as well. Genji was played earlier, so we won't see any sort of Genji shenanigans. But no, we probably won't. I was gonna say we could see Hogger with like Hortipult, but I don't think we get that with Yrel already being grabbed. Trying to think of stuff they can play into this with. Sort of light bomb combos. We'll have to see. I'm honestly not 100% sure. Actually, Maev might be it. It actually might be Maev now that I think about it. Apply it to Maev. She's already... Maev throws out the Spirit of Vengeance. You apply the light bomb. She activates it. She teleports. Yeah, so Maev is the light bomb combo already. Okay. Maev is our combo, at least the setup. Entwife, thank you for the follow. Entwife,
Smoke weed every day.
thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, bud. Okay. What else? All right, so what are we going to be leaning into at this point? Maev, Yrel, Anduin, you have Material. There's the Hogger for the solo lane, at least for the side of Team Ultralisk, okay. Malfurion will be the healer. I don't know if Team Ultralisk has anyone that plays Vikings. That could be an option for this map. Last 2 picks, though, on the side of Team Ultralisk. They still need a main tank. I don't think what they go into. Could consider a Mal'Ganis. It's Tychus Varian. Percent base damage, sustain. Commandeer Odin. Yeah, no, I think this is a pretty good draft from Team Kure. Team Ultralisk, I don't know. Whoa, Selexia, why would you type such a radical statement? Junkrat? Could see a Junkrat. Could see a Junkrat for either side. Do you like the Tychus quite a bit, though, for Team Kure? Junkrat's displacement would be kind of nice. This poke's really annoying as well. But we'll have Thrall instead. Yo, dude, is it a Crash Lightning Thrall? Oh, bro, it's gonna be Crash Lightning Thrall. So, let's get our prediction written up, and we'll get ready for our third map. I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know there's a lot of places you could be watching on Twitch or watching a tournament or whatever. So I appreciate you choosing my channel. Thanks for hanging out with me. As always, be sure to follow the channel if you're watching on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe. All those things cost you $0, and they help me potentially make dollars. So it's a win-win for Bandit. That's all that matters. It's just Bandit. That's all that matters here. All right, we have our load-in happening. As I said, I like to start the prediction so you guys can see a little bit of the level 1s, the little first engagement. So we'll delay things out because we do have this delay on stream as well, so it's easier for me to keep things kind of coordinated that way. But here we are, map number 3 in our second best of 3 of the day. Darkmok to play a Thrall. For Team Ultralisk, we've got our Malfurion played by Shelvin. We'll have a Death Knight, Tyrael, Nano on Chromie, sorry, there's the level 1s, and Ultralisk will be playing the Hogger. Oh, that is a, I've not seen that before. On the right-hand side, we have Team Kure. Kure on the Urel, Legacy to play Anduin, Mopsio with a Varian, Gia on the Maiev, and last but not least, Make on the Tychus. All right, the level 1s have been seen. The game has begun. You can get your Twitch predictions in. As here we go, map number 3. The winner of this, of course, will be in the lead of this series. It's currently 1-1 between Team Ultralisk versus Team Kure in this best of 5 in the lower bracket quarterfinals. Loser of this series ends their tournament life. Winner goes up against the winner. Winner of this goes up against the winner from Team Madara versus Team Banana. If you want to find out the information about that, use exclamation bracket Gia with 100 HP. Will not fall. Death Knight taking a grenade to the face, but Tyrael's more resilient. As Kure tries to avoid the root, he's going to be bopped back into it. First blood in favor of Team Ultralisk. The gamble is still going with the kill on DRL, if that sways your predictions. Level 1s are fairly standard across the board. I do want to note it is going to be Journeyman's cooking for the Hogger, so it'll be gaining more HP, as well as gaining some HP off of Easy Throw Dynamites. You do have Light of Karabor. Ah, that's the reason Kure died. It's because he didn't go Dauntless at 1. Quarterback for the Tychus, which is fairly standard. I do want to point out, since Chromie gets her talents early, at level 2, she's already got the level 4 talent since her trait, and she's going Abhorral Anomaly, meaning she has more traps available and a cooldown on top of that. Thrall may be caught out in mid lane. Unfortunately, Kure can't close the distance and get the Righteous Hammer bop, so no kill. Invade into the camp over here, and I do apologize. I do apologize about the small screen tears. My nearly 200 ping is, I think, affecting us a little bit today in some of these games, and I'll do my best to remember to restart my game after this game. I keep saying it, but we'll eventually remember. You love Anduin so much. Anduin's really fun. I wish I could play him more effectively. I'm just better on Lucio and Deckard Cain because they're just practiced for me. All right. Tychus left to his own devices in the top lane. We'll push that up. They're all going to make the double soaks. Pinned down level 4, by the way, on the Maiev, the multi-faceted quest for Maiev. We'll see if Gia can hit the Quadra hit with a single cast of Fan and Knives. Master Assassin on Tychus, you get the passive 10%, but if you can find 15 kills, you get an additional 15%. And that passive does affect Commandeer Odin, so the assumption is level 10 is Commandeer Odin. Umbra Bind on a Nano here. The Chromie's trying to back away. Grenade does a decent amount of damage, and Varian's going to take a nap in the middle of the team fight, with Malfurion saying hello with a Moonfire. Piercing Light. Okay, Thrall's going to go Frostwolf Pack at level 4. Hogger is the Joggers, right? Yeah. I think it's Seeing Red or whatever is level 1. And Joggers is the 4 for extra sustainability. Yrel gets the top right, Kure uninterrupted. The team fight does break out around the bottom area. Tyrael scouts out Mopsio, who does have the taunt, and it's up and available from level 4. Gia jumping around, still looking for that Quadra hit on those Fan and Knives, and this is going to be a whole handful of damage into Ultralisk, who does go down. Gia with a nice double Umbral Bind. Death Knight trying to speed up the allies, maybe have some shielding as well, delaying things out with the Aldruin's Might. It is on the objective. Chromie! Oh! Make is going to be going to the beach. Make goes for a swim at the beach for the next 12 seconds. And he'll dump the sand out of his shoe and make his way back to the team fight. Thrall rotating down from the double soak up against Kure. Kure just continuing to soak things up, saying, you know what, if you guys get it, you get it. If you don't, I guess you don't, you know? Leap of Faith. Tyrael gets great damage. Huge Frost Wolf connection. Oh, nicely done. The Pharaoh Spirit Root. The Leap of Faith didn't work out. Didn't work out. And we'll see 8 shots into the core of Team Kure. I believe Gia is good with my Ev, but so I gotta risk a bet on Kure. Risk? No. You come into this stuff with confidence, my friend. So it's why you believe in Team Kure. Slowing Sands was the level 10 for Chromie. As a reminder, she gets those talents early. Varian gonna go into Second Wind at level 7. Melting Point on that Tychus for a bit of damage over time as well. Well, Hogger's gonna bop back Gia. Does have the Dense Blasting Powder level 7. Synergizes with the level 1 to try and get more Journeyman Cooking stacking. Next objective is double. That laugh right there signals the boss is up and available, as the average, or the spawn time in Here's the Storm for bosses is 5 minutes. I actually think Towers of Doom is like the only map in Here's the Storm that has a global announcement for the boss. It also, there's like, even after you grab boss and it respawns however many minutes later, you do get another global sort of announcement, that laugh. So, one unique thing. Towers of Doom is such a coolly designed map. Mopsio rounds the corner, immediately looking for Nano, but the allies are not around. The staggering blow into the wall, and that will be a forced leap out from the Anduin. Darkmok looking to rush out of here. Kure gets a Righteous Hammer and puts Darkmok into the corridor. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like this is going the way of Team Kure. They're kind of getting poked down. Darkmok is low, but Malfearin's healing seems to be just enough. And I think maybe they just trade these objectives. We do have Sappers in the bottom lane. Gia to tap well on the right side of your screen. If you zoom out a little bit further, Kure delaying out the objective. Tychus gets the bottom lane channel. 4 shots into the core. It's 32 to 32 on core HP. And 10 talents here faster to the side of Team Kure with his little soaking on the side. But of course, it's the same to be achieved over to Team Ultralisk. Light Bomb, Ardent Defender, Containment Disc, Commandeer Odin. We got a Hortipult to Sanctification, Tranquility, and Thrall's holding 10. I'd kind of like to see the Sunder, and then you get the Bolt at 20. Split fight right now. Kure taking a ton of damage. Is he forced to use Ardent Defender? He doesn't press R! I'm gonna say lag on that one. I'm gonna say Kure got hit with a wave of lag, and he just couldn't slap the R hard enough. Legacy trying to get out of here. The Sundering from Thrall pushes him back into the enemy team, and the healing is just not enough for Anduin. He does go down. The trade on objective phasing, and it's 32 to 28, but with the double kill in hand and a wave right behind them, I do think Team Ultralisk, they want this bottom lane fort. Mopsio inside the Slowing Sands. He's staggering blowed against his own tower and will fall. Overall, Team Ultralisk are making waves here in map number 3. The Hog Wild from Hogger mitigates the Righteous Hammer of Yrel. She'll move into top lane. Kure gonna do his best to clear things up here. It is a Warbringer level 10 for Varian, so he has a 4-second cooldown on his charge. He can also charge to allies. We've been seeing a lot of Juggernaut play as well for the 4% damage. Could be the choice, but they already have the Tychus. Feel like maybe they want to lean into a Mortal Wound level 13 for the Varian. Taunt immediately, Slowing Sands to answer to try and create a window for Death Knight. Does he pop Sanctification to stay alive? He didn't have it for 5 seconds, unfortunately. Not sure if he got death timer. No, he didn't get any death timer reduction on Gia. Gia, Maev was able to, or was only taking damage from Chromie's Sandblast. Ardent Defender was forced out of mid lane on Kure. 2-minute cooldown onto that one. Avenging Wrath over the walls. Sappers and bottom to be cleared out. And we get a trade. I assume it's going to be a trade for the objective phasing, but you just never know how aggressive Team Ultralisk wants to get with this. 27 stacks, by the way, for the Hogger. He gets 10 extra HP per stack, so he's at 270. And bottom lane regained to the side of Team Kure. They also have their 13s slightly faster.
Take the altars and put an end.
All right, there's the Mortal Wound. You'll have Neosteel coating for Tychus. Maybe a fight in mid lane. Also, the Aldor Peacekeeper. No Templar's Verdict at level 13 for the Righteous Momentum synergy. Templar's Verdict does have the armor reduction, but it looks like Kure wants to get a little more self-sustain. And also, he can reduce the healing or the damage output. Sorry about that. I was looking at the talent. I forgot what that level 13 did, and Tychus will fall in bottom lane. Luckily for the members of Team Kure, there's not even a... I was going to say there's not even a hint on the minimap for the next objective, but it does pop up. It's a singular altar in the center of the map, but I do believe the Tychus will respawn before that since we don't even have the announcement. Light Bomb to follow up. Hogger takes a whole lot of damage. Varian charges in, and they get the kill onto Hogger with Yrel. Containment Disc into Tyrael. Sundering from the Thrall pushes a few back, and I do think I missaid that. It's Hogger to be picked off, not Thrall. My brain thought I said Thrall, but I don't even know anymore. Alright, Tychus is back. The announcement of the objective is right around the corner, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 4 HP difference on these cores, favoring the side of Team Ultralisk. They want to try... Team Kure wants to chase down Darkmok, and I don't think they're going to get it. So Varian Mopsio says, let's try and do something in mid. Chromie's Time Walker's Pursuit will get some vision. Alright, just swapping between these two visions really quickly just to get an idea of how they're setting up. Thrall, Yrel, top lane, Hogger in mid. Okay. A fun one here. Containment Disc and Sundering are the only two heroics down. Thrall, though, is still in top lane up against Yrel. Looks like Kure's going to tap well and make his rotation down into the team fight. More poke out from Hogger as he uses that dense blasting powder. And the Journeyman Cooking sitting at 36 stacks, so 360 extra HP for Hogger. Maev with a whole fan of knives build right now. She doesn't have... Wait, hold on. Divine Sanctification was pulled out by Tyrael, and it's actually Mopsio who will live the leap of faith with the Sundering from Thrall. Mopsio's getting some great healing from Legacy, but is it enough? Seems like it is for the time being. Mopsio traded in this moment Thrall and Varian, but Anduin does go down as well. More shots out from Nano on this Chromie. And man, oh man, is Nano just sniping left and right. Death Knight not to fall, 150 or so HP on that Tyrael. Sappers in bottom will go 1, 2, 3, slamming into the bottom lane fort. No quick conversion onto that one, but Nano wants the channel. Down 16 talents here. They managed to get a double. Well, actually, it was even talent tiers in that time. I think the 16s rolled through after that team fight, but either way, nicely done. It's 28-20. Team Ultralisk are looking to take out the NA players here. Or I guess the NA leader? Because not everyone on the side of Team Kure is an NA player. I mean, it's Legacy and Kure for sure. Gia is not. Make for sure not. Mopsio for sure not. So, but I guess, you know, it's an NA leader.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. This tower shall serve the Raven Lord.
Raven Lord with the control over 5 towers. G in the top lane is trying to shove the Sappers in. Darkmok doing their best to clear things out. Chastise gets the Piercing Light stack for Legacy. He's on his 5th stack, so it's 5% extra spell power for him. His healing has got 5% more. Kure is trying to run around the Hand of Freedom with a little extra speed. Oh, and I was incorrect, sorry. Templar's Verdict is level 16. I thought Templar's Verdict was 13. I don't know why. Whatever. That's what I get for taking 1 extra day off this week.
The altars are rising here.
That's what I get for taking yesterday off. I will say this, though. We played some of the F-Zero 99 on Saturday. No, Friday. We played some of that on Friday. Yo, that game is dumb amounts of fun. We're going to be playing a bit more of that on stream. I really hope they add courses. Like, I really hope Nintendo does a little bit more with that game because it is so much fun. Like, the rounds are quick. Like, you lose, it's whatever. I don't know. It's a good time. Also, let's go with the channel on the bottom. We do have Mopsio chilling in the bush over here. Make showing showing and... Alright, so this is 5 shots into the right, 3 shots into the left, and they have to go clear out the sappers. It looks like it's going to be 10 shots in. 10 shots into the core of Team Kure, and they'll be down to 21 to 10. Commandeer Odin will be summoned, and that is to also convert this bell tower a little bit faster. Boss is up in 4 minutes and 22 seconds. 18 minutes and 30 seconds in is the in-game time when you'll see that. Mopsio goes in for a taunt onto Death Knight, who gets the Sword of Justice back. More easy throw dynamite, dense blasting power to zone back the enemies. No sappers in the bottom lane. Yrel in the mid is going to be fighting up against Darkmok. Sorry, I got a DM that was confusing, but I'll figure it out in a minute. Taunt. Right onto Death Knight. Or not a taunt, sorry, little charges. Sorry, my apologies. I got thrown off by the DM I just had. It's no big deal. I was just trying to read it and cast at the same time. I'm like, I'll figure it out after this game. All right, well, I can figure it out right now because it looks like Hogger is going to DC. We have an immediate pause, so we'll pull ourselves out of the game. Finally? Wait, why finally? What is this? We're back into it. Sorry. Alright, welcome back into it. Sorry about that. I'll figure out whatever that is after this game. But right now, everyone's back in. Hogger's reconnected. Next objective phase will be a singular objective in the bottom of the map, and this will be Bell Tower back over to the side of Team Kure. So they will be able to, it will be 4-4 in shots. Boss, as I mentioned, is rounding through soon in roughly 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Legacy going for the channel, and without 20 talents here, it seems like Team Ultralisk will just eat the 4 shots. And I think they're okay with that. They've got still 11-point lead, well, less than that now, but still the lead is in their hands. They can play this slow and safe. Commandeer Odin gets the big red button, level 20. Varian gets the upgrade on Taunt. He goes the Vigilance. Being hit by a basic being hit by a hero basic attack reduces the cooldown of Taunt by 1 second. You also get the Seraphim on the Yrel, Censure on the Anduin. And they take down bottom lane Bell Tower. Did they go for a quick mid? Looks like Make wants to try and get some value still out of the rest of this Commandeer Odin. Ragnarok missiles or the big red button help out a bit. Containment disc goes out, a taunt into Tyrael. Kure's able to Revenging Wrath away. Hortapult upgrade, by the way, for Hogger. I love the secret stash. Blink for that Wind Rush for the Thrall. So get the flank sunder potentialies. Light Bomb goes off before Tyrael. Oh no, Mopsio! Oh, Mopsio to be traded. Tyrael gets a little bit of death timer reduction from his trait. A single altar in the bottom of the map. Team Kure. Maybe they can get 5 shots. I gotta say it, top lane has a nothing amount of HP. God, a minion can sneeze on that. 344 HP on that top fort. Uppercase Mace, thanks for the follow. Mid fort's taking a bit of damage, but minions don't fixate on the structures. Commandeer Odin will be summoned here for the team fight. It is 4v4. Varian and Tyrael still down. Gia's just trying to pressure onto Malfurion, can't find enough damage and gets leapt away by Legacy. Oh boy, 7 on the Tyrael. Ultralisk is zoned a little bit, gets a spin through, but oh, the righteous hammer from Kure to the face of Hogger. And they say maybe we can convert this bell tower before Anduin gets the channel. Will the 5 shots go through? No, they only get 4. But hey, you know what? When you're behind, you gotta be happy with those 4 shots. You gotta be happy with those ones. Boss is back up. That was that global announcement, as I mentioned. This Towers of Doom game is tense, I gotta say. Good Heroes of Storm action today. We've had some really good games today. From the first best of 5 into this best of 5. It's been fun games all day. The minion wave in top lane finally doing the work for the Gravekeeper. They get that tower in their hands. Double Sapper Camp to be dealt with in the bottom lane, and this is an obvious rotation into boss. Hogger's dead. They see this as the Dark Mock Vision. So Hogger says, you know what? Hey, I'm dead, but you guys can guarantee clear all that out. Maybe go for the bottom lane keep. But that won't be really happening. The boss gets cleared out in seemingly seconds, and what was a 21-10, an 11-point difference, has now swapped over to the side of Team Kure. Team Kure with a 1-point advantage in the core HP, 9-10. And next objective phase is coming up in a few more moments. Mayab checks the bush. Commandeer Odin. Start working on that bottom lane bell tower. Hey, you take this down, you get both bell tower channels. That's going to be you in the, or Team Kure in the advantage in this best of 5. Of course, they've got to achieve this. Oh, yeah, they still get it. Okay, yeah, they still have 5 because top lane got transferred back over. Ooh, the tension's mounting. Big red buttons to just get some vision. Gia on the low side of the map. Gia is seen, by the way. But they're just zoning. The side of Team Kure is just stopping any sort of advancement to get the to get into Gia. Yrel jumps in. There's a split fight on the right-hand side. There's a ton of damage into Thrall. He gets to Wind Fury away. That's the Bolt of the Storm. Malfurion activates his Heroic. Tranquility to heal up a little bit. He did go for the level 20 upgrade. We can talk about that later. Containment Disc goes wide, Sundering from the Thrall coming out. Tychus just trying to throw in a whole lot of damage, and I think Team Kure, they just got to get out of this without hemorrhaging too much. Boss will be up in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's 21 minutes or 24 minutes and 15 seconds or so. Woo! With the double kill, they're just gonna say, all right, we can get this bottom lane back in our hands, and we will deal at least 4 shots. All right, Kure starts pushing up the wave, starts getting damage onto the top lane keep. Hogger with the channel. Yeah, they're not going to go too greedy on this, or are they? No, they're not. 1, 2, 3, sappers into top lane. Bottom lane will be transferred as well, or converted. Full hearths out of top just to close the distance faster. Oh, it's 4 to 6. It's 4 to 6. Next objective phase is what, chat? Apparently, the cannons are just firing constantly on the right side of our screen. Okay, sappers in bottom. What are we looking at? A single altar in the center of the map. With the current holding of bell towers, Team Kure could win it off of this, but they really want to get their bottom lane back in their hands so they can at least step into this objective phase a little bit easier, rather than having kind of 2 entry points through the corridor over here. Oh, wait, hold on! Oh, nice sanctification. Mopsio dashes to an ally. And Taunt from Varian's back up and available. Sappers were cleared out, so it's just kind of free experience entering the death zone. They can let the, oh wait, no, still some sappers. Grenade from Tychus almost pushing one of the sappers into the death zone. 1 cleared out, 2 left to go. Varian says hello with a taunt. Sundering from the Thrall. All the sappers are cleared. Hand of Freedom, and I think it was actually, might have been just the Seraphim. from Kure. A singular altar in the center of the map, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Time Walker's Pursuit gets a bit of vision already. The tension. The tension here in map number 3. Commandeer Odin has been summoned. Portapult from Hogger is up soon. Big red button in the mid. We have a pause from one of the players. Oh boy. All right. All right, we have a ready's being requested. Another ready, and here we go.
Red team.
Mid lane goes down to the Commandeer Odin big red button that Make did drop. Boss will be up in 53 seconds. Kure jumps in, more big red button action. That also has damage over time on the ground, so no one's able to get the channel during that kind of AoE damage. Time stop on to Make, but the Sandblasts aren't gonna connect. Commandeer Odin will expire soon. That actually does expire now. Slowing Sands really zoning Make here. Another grenade in. I'm just waiting. Oh, no, they give it! I mean, boss is up in 14. Boss is up in 14 seconds. But this is throw pit territory. You gave the enemy an opportunity as well. They have the Time Walker's Pursuit. We'll see some of this. There's a taunt into Tyrael. He tries to back away. The Sundering from the throw. Hortapult in from the Hogger gets a beautiful bounce through a lot of this. Really low. Make is gonna get staggering blowed into the wall. The Leap of Faith is a Kaimo cleanse, and Tychus is gonna fall. Tychus is gonna fall. They're gonna go for boss. Are they gonna go for boss? Next objective is top left and right. You gotta wonder, on the side of Team Ultralisk, are they discussing, is this throw pit territory? 40 on the Tychus. Gia using mid lane to kind of safely back away as they did get this bell tower, and back over on boss. Thrall, Darkmok, and Crew, they're going for it. Kure with the Righteous Hammer, looking to step in. Gonna take some damage. Boss will be fully leashed once again, or no, it's actually gonna be tagged once again. Darkmok, healing reduction. Oh boy. Cooked. 14 seconds on Tychus to respawn. He still has to make his way back into all of this. Boss is dropping low. Taunt onto the Tyrael. Oh, Kure falling low. Ardent Defender was already used. Tyrael gets the Tyrael's got a straight. Varian will follow the shots going to Team Kure, and GG, well played. Team Ultralisk will take map number 3 on Towers of Doom. They're one map away from knocking Team Kure out of the tournament. Kure pretty much has to choke now. I agree, Foo Fighter. Absolutely. Yes, indubitably. All right, let's get back into it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Ravencourt EU League. We're here in map number 4 of our second best of 5 of the day. And the reason we're redoing is because, you know, I cut things out for YouTube editing and stuff. So, either way, the winner of this series will continue their run through the Ravencourt EU League. This is the lower bracket. Loser goes home. That's the end of it. Winner of this series will go up against the winner from Madara versus Banana. That happened earlier today. If you want to know the results, use exclamation bracket. If you want to find out more about the Ravencourt League or their prize pool, use exclamation Raven. Be sure to follow, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff. It's the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable, but the bans don't add to that list. This is a best of 5 series, and as I said, the winner will continue their run in the lower bracket, and that game will be next Saturday. It'll be the second best of 5 of the day, because next weekend we start with the upper bracket finals. Winner of that series makes it into the grand finals with the advantage. It is not a game advantage. It is the advantage from the upper bracket as first pick and map pick priority. So that'll be all of that. We'll talk about all that next weekend when we have our last 4. I guess it's 3 best of 5s, and it's a best of 7 grand finals. The grand finals is a best of 7. Hopefully we get 7 games on that one. But either way, Lucio, Stitches, Medivh, and Hogger. Garrosh will be banned away. The Darth Looper. What's up, bud?
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribe.
I was reading a new study on the mind of a drunken person and its effects on their capabilities. They did an entire section about how their hips and spine move when they walk. The results were staggering.
I thought you were going to come in here with some scientific facts. Not that I'm upset that you didn't. But I was listening to that, and I'm like, oh, yeah, like, you know, drunk people, like, typically in car accidents, they actually have a easier time recovering because, like, you're drunk and you're, like, floppy and stuff. I thought there was some scientific knowledge you were about to drop on us. No, it was all a meme the entire time. Darth, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 17 months. I appreciate your continued support for the channel, for our sub goals, and thank you for being a part of this amazing community. Kel'Thuzad would be fun. This is a very good map for Kel'Thuzad, in my opinion, because of the amount of clustering you get between rotations. But it is going to be a Mephisto Deckard on the left-hand side. Sally Thymane and Vala with Junkrat will be coming through. God, White Man could just kick me in the face. I would actually be a little upset about that, but you know what I mean. Anyways, Banphase coming through. Banphase coming through. They're going to need a tank on the right-hand side for Team Kure. May, Diablo, I think Muradin's up and available. No, I don't think, no, Muradin's been played earlier, I think. Keep up the awesome casting. Thanks so much, Darth. I appreciate it, bud. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully the family's doing all right. I hope you're surviving the heat in Texas. I don't know how bad it is there, but I just assume it's bad. It's Texas. So Chen will be banned away. They don't want to deal with the Wandering Keg action. I will say this. I vaguely know that Kure's been playing a ton of Chen because of his stream titles, because I check out his stream from time to time, and he was saying that he was only playing, like, he was trying to play like 3 offlaners consistently a couple days ago, and Chen was one of them. So this is going to be a targeted ban onto Kure. They'll have a Leoric ban as well. Okay. Sonya ETC. They cool down a lot. We're down to that less than 90s a day. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's still too hot. It's like low 70s every day Fahrenheit, which is just above 20 Celsius for our European viewers. So it's like just above 20 Celsius. It's just about like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's actually about to drop in temperature. My buddy who's coming to visit, I was like, hey, dude, the hot tub's balanced if you want to jump into it. Because I know you've been riding your bike across the motorcycle across the United States or on the West Coast. And he's like, is it even cold enough to sit in your hot tub? I was like, dude, it gets to like 40 degrees at night. He's like, shit, yes, we are. Also, the hot tub's really nice because you can look at shooting stars. Because I live in a national forest, we don't have a lot of light pollution. So honestly, you stare at the sky for 10 minutes, you're guaranteed to see one shooting star. My friend said that to me when I moved up here, when I made some friends up here, and I was like, really, Paris? And she's like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, no, you're right. You just stare at the sky long enough, guaranteed to see a shooting star up here. Well, I've rambled through the entire draft. We got a Ragnarok, so we're probably going to see some sort of... Well, I mean, Sulfur Smash within... No, it's going to be Lava Wave and Lava Surge at 20. That's what I'd like to see. I don't know. Mosh Pit. I mean, it's double mage, but I feel like Team Ultralisk could take this map. I like the draft from Team Kure. I don't know who's going to win this one, chat. I really don't. I personally would like Team Kure to win, but that's because it guarantees us a map 5. Am I rooting for Team Kure? No. Am I rooting for Team Ultralisk? No. I'm rooting for as many maps as possible. You missed the Midwest? Oh, dude, the Midwest, the thing I don't miss about the Midwest is the 80% humidity with the 80-degree days. That's why I love living up in the mountains. It's like 68, 20 degrees Celsius, something like that, and then you get like no humidity whatsoever. Alrighty, everybody, welcome on in to map number 4 in our second best of 3 of the day. The level ones are at the bottom of your screen. I'll start the prediction in just a moment once I introduce these teams with Darkmok for Team Ultralisk on the Sonya, Elvin on that Deckard Cain, Nano to play the Mephisto. We'll have Ultralisk on the Jaina and Death Knight on ETC. To the right-hand side, sorry I talked over Mephisto there, chat. Legacy to play White Mane, base horse. We have Kure. Actually, that's not base horse, I don't think. I think it's like there's a little extra to it. Maybe, I'm not sure. Kure to play the Ragnaros. We've got a Make, Junkrat. Gia to play the Vala. Mopsio and Imperius. Did I miss someone? Gia, Kure on Ragnar, sure. Starting prediction, whatever. There we go, into it. Let's see what happens. Map number 4. The members of Team Kure, tournament life on the line. Team Ultralisk, they win this. As I said, they continue into next Saturday for the second best of 5, up against the winner from our earlier best of 5 of Team Madara versus Team Banana. As always, I'm being very general in these in the stats and results of these games because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who might be wanting to go back and watch it without knowing the results of the previous best of 5 from earlier today. All I'll say about that is it is an absolute doozy of a series, and if you missed it, I highly recommend you go back in the VOD and catch it. If you want to wait, it'll be fully edited on YouTube in a week or so. And by edited, it means that it's going to be the lobby setup time and all of that will be edited out, so it will basically be draft game results and then that repeated. And also I have been already adding these videos up on YouTube, so if you want to check out some of the previous games from the group stage or whatever, those are all up on YouTube. You can use !YouTube, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And if you're watching on Twitch, as always, thanks for hanging out. Be sure to follow, and if you'd like to support the stream further, it's always very much appreciated. But as we get into map number 4, Tomb of the Spider Queen, I was going to say Towers of Doom, then I was going to say Cursed Hollow, we have Darkmok maybe getting chased down in bottom lane, sidesteps the Solarian Flare, Celestial Charge through to close the distance, no CC is really available, Gia wants to try and poke further, does have Creed of the Hunter level 1, and Gia did get picked off earlier, so that means Vala's only at the 20% bonus attack speed, as 5% has already been reduced from her Gambit talent. Nicely done. Team Ultras with 21,000, Team Kure with 8,000. The payout to Team Kure could be big if they can take this map. Now, Ragnaros on this map, fairly strong. That's a fairly early Molten Core, but it's going to be utilized to push back this wave. For those of you who don't know, Molten Core is going to be I think it's a 180 no, that's not right. Because it's a 2-minute cooldown. It's a 2-minute cooldown. Yeah, it's 2 minutes, because the level 20 takes 50 seconds off, reducing it down to 70 seconds. That's why. Look at that caster math. Man, I gotta say, knock on wood, I'm on point today with my caster math. I've been doing boss timers. I've been doing other stuff. My caster math has been on point. Good job, Bahamut. Someone's gotta tell me. Spite at level 4 for the Mephisto. He's also going to go into unyielding power, so he's building up those skull missiles. He gets the extra charge at 20. You get the extra 100 damage at 40. Is that right? I feel like I have it backwards. I have it backwards. 100 extra damage at 20, extra charge at 40. Legacy will fall here. Vala does pick up her 50th hit, so she's got the 1%. And Kure Hearth's out for full. This will be Siege Giants over to the side of Team Ultralisk. 15 stacks on Shifting Meteor for this, for Kure. Where's Allura to come comment on Kure's build? I need the official Ragnaros of Heroes of the Storm to come and comment on this. Where's Allura? Darkmok getting poked at by Gia. Unfortunately, Gia does not want to chase in further. Already lost 1 stack and just gonna play it safe. Nice Celestial Charge under the origin, location, and timing from Mopsio right there. Siege Giants are cleared up by Gia. Nice stutter stepping from Gia as always. I mean, Gia's a very, very talented player. Just, you know, these little things you notice, you gotta point them out. Mopsio getting hit with a Emerald. That's 75% healing reduction for 4 seconds off that Emerald, and that is what set up the kill, as Whitemane just could not heal enough, and she also will fall. It's 4-0 in kills. Team Ultralisk are looking to make this a quick Tomb of the Spider Queen map. Make will turn in 15. No, he won't. Never mind. All right, Vala to Hearth out. Web Weavers will descend. Ultralisk pushes up a bit more of top lane. A little bit of poke damage onto the fort front gate. Does have the piercing Frostbolt on that Frost Shard, so constantly poking onto Make here, keeping the trait active, that chill, and just building up more ability for his Ice Block, or improved Ice Block. Molten Core for the mid lane. That'll be summoned here to clear out the Web Weaver. It's also a nice pivot point on this map, as the range you can actually see over here does touch into top and bottom, a little bit shallower on bottom. Next Molten Core will be up around post 7 minutes in-game time. Hungering Arrow being poked at by Gia. The fort will stay standing. 10 talent tier, though. Faster to the members of Team Ultralisk, as they do have those 4 earlier kills. We'll cycle through the numbers, as always, at this point in the game. Take a look at the damage, healing, and experience, as Ultralisk wants to poke onto Make here and there. Does manage to land another Frost Bolt. Okay, what do we got for 10 talent tiers? What are we going to be looking at? We also are 40 out of 55 gems to the side of Team Ultralisk. Available turn-in already here for Team Kure. But Team Ultralisk, they need 15, so that's going to be, what, 5 waves? 5 waves to be cleared up, and even already that's 1 wave's been finished out. ETC anchoring. Ring of Frost, Leap, Mosh Pit, Stay a While, and listen, Endurance of Hate. So beautiful overlaps on some of those heroics. ETC's just got to be mindful of the... Oh, wait, hold on. No Mosh Pit. Thought he was about to drop it. Look, there's nothing wrong with giving a solo dance to a Junkrat. Death Knight actually in a really rough spot. The Scroll of Sealing from Decker Kane zones back, and unfortunately we missed this. Sorry about that. Looks like there was a leap from Sonya and Endurance of Hate out from Malthiel. You see the cooldowns on those heroics, and that'll be what picks off the Ragnaros in bottom lane. Wrath of Angiris with the Sky Suplex pulls this Mephisto over the wall. Ring of Frost down, and that is a huge pick onto Vala. Whitemane will get the kill onto Mephisto, but you gotta be happy with that trade because you are also taking down more of Vala's Gambit. Can't be too upset with that one. Enough of a turn-in is available to the side of Team Ultralisk. They still need another 36 gems to turn in. That's not right. 26 gems. I added too many. See, that's what I get for complimenting my own math. My own math is just trash. Well, it is a Sulfurous Smash Ragnaros, by the way. Riptire for the Junkrat. Scarlet Aegis on the Whitemane. Wrath of Angiris we saw earlier for Mopsio. And Rain of Vengeance on the Vala. Little surprised by the Sulfurous Smash, I gotta be honest. I felt like this was very much a Ragnaros Lava Wave game. Push back those waves. Now, I know before someone types in chat, yes, if you use Lava Wave, you're gonna give up a few sets of gems. I understand that. But it's sometimes when you are behind. That's a leap in from Sonya. They stop. The Molten Core. Kure is gonna get picked off. No. Yes. No. Whitemane healing is good. The Mosh Pit comes through. No, it's a triple Mosh, but Death Knight's taking tower shots. The Endurance of Hate to follow up, and now we have a stay a while and listen. ETC goes down. The Wrath of Angiris goes for the grab onto the Decker Kane, but they don't find it somehow, some way. Legacy makes it out alive. Gia drops a Rain of Vengeance. Mopsio should be the one to fall next. And this is absolutely falling apart on the side of Team Kure for map number 4. Ragnaros pops into the mid lane, or the bottom lane. Ring of Frost is not in the right position, but it doesn't matter. They still take down Kure. The Webweaver in bottom lane has a couple summons. Those will tank the tower shots. Mid lane, they want the fort? Or what do they want in the mid lane? Are they looking at a Junkrat? No, they're going to push up the wave here really quickly. I'm sorry. This is a criminal amount of HP on the fort. A criminal amount of HP is left on that fort. 20. It's not even a minion sneeze. It's just minion adjacency would take that down. But they're going to save it for the time being. 9-2 in kills. A level lead to the side of Team Ultralisk. And Team Kure. They're on the same talent here. Gia to clear out the bottom lane. How many deaths have we had on Vala? 3? 2 kills on Vala so far. Salfir smash to follow up onto the ETC. Leap into the backline from Sonya. They get the double hit. Legacy's forced to use Scarlet Aegis. Scroll is sealing out from the Decker. Kane doesn't get the root. Legacy's still tanking a ton of damage. Will heal up quite a bit. Wrath of Angiers. Mopsio doesn't get the grab. That is Endurance of Hate onto Mopsio. The Ring of Frost right underneath. Jaina looking for the big burst, and she doesn't find it immediately. Did the face melt of ETC save? Nah, he's got enough damage to find the kill. And that's Imperious to fall. Death Knight trying to back away. Pops a guitar solo. And there's the top lane for it to fall. Maka able to get the concussion mine out. But there is camp in bottom, minion wave in mid, which will be the fort will be saved. Oh, they're going for this boss. And Team Kure, they have to know. And, well, with Imperious dead, they just can't do much. And that will be boss to top lane for free. Oh, it feels like the light is fading here on the side of Team Kure in this best of 5 series. I don't know what they need to do in this situation. Hitting 16 will be huge. Getting a couple kills would be absolutely amazing, but that just doesn't seem plausible and doable for the last, I'd say for the last like 6 minutes in this map. I mean, it's 10-2 in kills. Boss will go to the top lane in favor of Team Ultralisk, but we still have Team Kure looking to defend with a Webweaver phase. If anything, this Webweaver phase buys time. It allows the gap to 16 to maybe be closed a little bit, pushes out the waves a bit. Sonya's going to make quick work of the bottom lane. I think mid fort still will fall with all this management onto the Webweaver and the boss, or the boss in the top lane. Imposing presence, by the way, for the ETC at level 16. So kind of same setup as Muradin. Roderick's staff for the Decker Kane. He's got the Ancient Blessings as well. Jaina did go into the Ice Flows as well as the Northern Exposure, so that's armor reduction. The other one is the 1 second root. Ragnaros with Resilient Flame, okay. Junkrat with Gotta Trap 'em All, no big as. Whitemane does have the Lashing Out, so I'm assuming she'll go Harsh Discipline at 16. Half a level to go for that 16 talent here on the side of Team Kure, and man, it's a tense one here. Both teams have enough for a turn-in. Just about 69 on the side of Team Kure. We'll round up. We'll round up and say just about 69. Mephisto's going to get 8 in here. That'll push them up to 51. And only 9 needed. Who's holding on? It's Sonya who has to turn in, so we can see on the map that Darkmock's on this, and yep, I don't think that Gia will get this in time. Actually, yeah, Decker Kane had a delay as well. So blue Webweavers are coming through in favor of Team Ultralisk. Oh boy, as well as a camp into mid lane. As I said, the light seems to be fading. It is 16 talent tiers. Endless Nades, the Harsh Discipline. We actually have Valorous Pursuit as well. Vala Manticore is a big one though. Gia got picked off twice, down to 15% on the bonus attack speed. Has 2%, almost at 3. But the Manticore is going to be huge. That third auto attack onto an enemy hero will be big. We actually can hold a vision of Gia without the little portrait, and you'll see the little marks next to the enemy heroes' names for those auto attacks. And we'll leave that vision up in case you are curious. Ragnaros to bottom lane. Wrath of Angiers doesn't get what he's looking for. Valorous Brand does jump through the stairwell, and listen, oh my god, ETC goes down! Jane is done with improved ice block. Mopsio, unfortunately, doesn't get enough healing or enough sustainability from the Whitemane Heroic. ETC Sonya traded for a Imperious Junkrat Whitemane. Vala. Gia picks up quite a few of these gems that did fall. Trying to save bottom lane right now. Ultralisk and Kure, they want to take this down. Pings onto the Deckard Cain. Oh, man. The top lane keep goes down. The bottom lane keep to fall as well. Team Ultralisk playing this very well here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 33 on Kure. 51 on Gia for the gems. Nearly 2 turn-ins for this team, but they have got to push back these waves. And the unfortunate thing as well is going to be 20 talents here to Team Ultralisk. It's a big 2-level gap right now. Nope, wrong button, Chris. There's the experience difference. Fisto trying to poke onto Kure. He's looking for those 36 to get turned in, but Kure immediately runs to top and clears out the wave. Bit of respect right there. Rip channel points in map 5. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. Team Kure could get to that level 20 area, and we could see Acrobat with the Death Dealer. We could see Farflight Quiver, Junkrat with Riptire resets. I feel like with Endless Nades, you kind of want Cannonballs. Big leap in from the Sonya. There's going to be the Ragnaros Sophia Smash. We do have Whitemane trying to heal things up. Darkmox getting so very low. The big mosh pit from ETC, and Whitemane Junkrat shall fall. Stay a while and listen, Kure, and he gets sliced, or he gets actually poked into the butt with a Frostbolt. Oh no, it's everything falling apart. Wait, hold on, big Celestial Charge! Gia can make things happen here. The Death Dealer. The 20 talent seer is not here, but it's Nano, and it's Mephisto and Deckard up against an Imperius and a Manticore. Vala. 3 for 3. Mopsio should go down. Gotta be careful of the Herodic Staff. Don't want to get that little stun. Gia the ping is onto him. Gonna play within the minion wave. Imperius will hearth out completely. Gia's still trying to play around this. He's got the hot pursuit. Imperius, he's gonna go to top lane to clear things out. Gia's got 58 gems. He's got an entire turn in. Oh no! It's Mephisto gets the hit. Imperius is here, doesn't get all the gems, but he gets the vast majority. The respawns are coming through on both sides. Wrath of Angiers, no, the gems! Oh, he has the Impervious level 20. The Scarlet Crusade is activated as well. The Ragnaros Sulfurous Smash, they take down the old man. And Vala is gonna go not Manticore, the Farflight Quiver 20. Oh, my heart right now. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, how many deaths on Gia? No flame, just wondering how much is left on the bonus attack speed. 10%. 3%. Oh, Imperius, he's checking. That Celestial Charge will be bopped back. Impervious, the Valorous Brand. Oh, he goes for the self-cleanse. He doesn't get on the point in time. Mopsio with 79 gems. He tries to Celestial Charge in. Death Knight so very low. 79 go down. Big leap in. Oh my god, it's massive from Sonya, but the Scarlet Crusade is saving. Sulfurous Smash. All the gems are gonna fall, but Ragnaros is mopping up this fight currently. Unfortunately, so many gems were lost. The boss will be cleared out before it gets much, if any, value. Junkrat immediately jumping towards bottom lane to push back the waves. Team Kure holding on with just a dream at this point. Toilet flush indeed. Toilet flush indeed. Okay. So it's 30 to 34 in gems in the pockets between these two teams, the current players. It's actually 30 on Nano. The rest of it is split between just about everyone alive. Imperius still 5 seconds away. Speaking of other death timers, 5 on ETC, 10 on Sonya, 10 on the Jaina. This game, the series today have been so good. Like, I've been, you know, very general with the results of these games because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. The first best of 5 of the day today was amazing. As a reminder, you can always access my VODs if you want to go check it out after the stream today. So if you missed any of those games or you want to watch it back, you can jump into my VODs anytime. Heck, you could actually start watching it back right now. But then you'd miss out on the live action portion. Concussion Mine splits Death Knight. Wrath of Angiers on a 10-second cooldown. Dark Mach a little bit low. Every heroic but Endurance of Hate is off cooldown. Giggle Beam from Whitemane gets a bit of healing. Boss up in about 3 minutes, so we're looking 22 minutes, 22 and a half minutes in game time is roughly when the next boss will be back up. It's 18 to 11 in our kills. Junkrat goes and clears top lane. It is the Cannonballs, by the way, at level 20. We didn't really talk about that. It is also going to be Ragnaros with heroic difficulty. So you have a 70-second cooldown on Molten Core. Team Kure's holding on. They want that game 5, and I don't blame them. And Team Ultras, they need one good fight. Kure, did he get caught out? No, the wall and everything. They don't get the kill. But now, was this a mistake from the side of Team Ultralisk? No, it won't be punished. Watch the VOD, but after this game. Yeah, that's it. That is 100% it. Vala keeping that the auto attacks going. 200th stack right there, 4%. Gia getting that Manticore value, but getting poked here and there. A turn-in for the side of Team Kure. 20 minutes into Tomb of the Spider Queen. Okay, sorry, I got a message from my buddy who's on his motorcycle on his way here, and so he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll be to you by like 5," and I'm like, "Perfect." He's also eating something now, so he probably won't want to eat till like 2 a.m. knowing him. And I'll be asleep by then. Actually, we'll see. Mobzio goes for the grab. He can't land it. Mid lane Webweaver takes down. This is the first structure to fall. Oh, no, wait, it hasn't fallen yet, but you know what I mean. Leap in from Sonya, the Ring of Frost underneath. Scarlet Crusade from the Whitemane. Stay well and listen. Doesn't land onto anyone, but Imperius is so split from his team, he will fall. As the Webweaver in bottom lane is still here, but oh man, this Webweaver phase doesn't find everything they really want to trade a kill here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Team Ultralisk will give one away. Gia's chasing here and there, and that Manticore continued or sustained shots will be not enough. Boss in 30-some seconds, Imperius up in 41. 13, 42, 53, and they need another 10 on top of that. Power slide mosh pit, leap from the Sonya. That's exactly what Team Ultralisk needs. Dark Mach will fall, but it doesn't matter. Endurance of Hate connecting onto Make, the Riptire point blank. Vala goes down, Junkrat to fall. Kure with 600 HP, but the core is exposed. It's a quadra kill, and Death Knight, they want to take this. Molten Core activated by Kure. He's gonna pop back out on the other side. Mephisto trying to get some damage into this one. Sulfur smash onto Nano. The Ring of Frost on the far side doesn't get the connection. Death Knight won't land the power slide. Mobzio's back. And whoa, Ultralisk is low. That's the tower shots onto ETC. What is this game? What is this game? Boss is up and available. It's a double kill in the defense overall. Sonya up in 15, ETC up in 45. On the opposing side, 18, 15, and 7 for the Junkrat, Vala, and Whitemane respectively. Catapults right now got to be dealing decent damage to these structures. They'll be dealing just under 1,000 damage into structures. 912 damage currently as Imperius goes and clears out the catapult in the top, and he's already looking for a boss potentially. Bottom lane, Siege Giants will be pinged, so they know. At least the side of Team Kure knows that that's where the enemy will be, or at least where they just were. 48 out of 65 turned in, and we still have 6 in the pockets of Team Ultralisk. They actually need 1 gem, if my math is wrong on that. Game 4 playing like it's Game 7. Dude, for real. Holy heck and heck. Are they going for core? I mean, this boss in top lane is pretty strong. Little giggle beam. Jaina, they're shoving up bottom lane. They know that they... Okay, so they see the ping onto boss. They see the boss grabbed, and it's an immediate disengage. I say disengage, they grab another camp. But they are still rotating back off towards top lane. If you're curious, 24-minute boss. 24-minute boss is dealing 840 damage. The boss doesn't scale in their damage against... like, they don't get, like, double damage against structures. But, I mean, look at their attack speed. Look as well as their overall HP, 44,000. Imperius going in for this. That's a catapult on core, but they're just all in on this fight. Wrath of Vengeance on a 10-second cooldown. Catapult in bottom is cleared out by the minion wave. This feels like such a heavy commitment from Team Kure. Okay, they back off. 32 out of the 60 for Team Kure on gems. 54 out of 65, and they just get the last bit of gems they need on the side of Team Ultralisk. By the way, Mephisto went into Shade Lord. We didn't even talk about that, but whatever. The Shade Lord is activated to swap location with Shade of Mephisto and refresh its duration. Passive, Shade of Mephisto benefits from all Mephisto level 7 talents. So you have the Trickery, the... well, you already went for the Frost. Trickery... Frost Storm, and I forget the other one. It's like armor, but I forget the name of it. Trickery's purple, Frost is blue, and the other one's like yellowish, and I think it gives armor. Dude, I'm sitting here so tense for the teams. Boss is up in 3 minutes 17, so it's like nearly 30 minutes in-game time. What's the healing looking like right now? Oh, that's experience, Bahamut. 91,000 for the Deckard, about 75,000 for the White Mane. We're rounding up generally on these things. Sonya's self-healing's been 34,000. They check the turn-ins. Oh, gosh. Mopsia looking for a flank. Kure's taking way too much damage. Throws the self. Whoa, they grab the Mephisto. But what can be gained off of this? That's a Rain of Vengeance to fall in, leaping from the Sonya to stay a while and listen. And that bought the window for Nano to then throw back the Durance of Hate. Imperius shall fall. And we're looking at Dark Mach still. Just he's pushing up the wave during all this. Mach is so very low. Legacy will go down. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Team Kill. And with a into Team Kure, the members of Team Ultralisk, 27 minutes into the map, will take map number 4 in our second best of 5 of the day. GG, well played. Team Kure, they held on as long as they could, but a team fight in bottom lane went all the way for Team Ultralisk. The GGs have been called, and this is going to be Team Kure eliminated from the Raven Court EU League. Team Ultralisk will move on next weekend in the second best of 5 in the lower bracket semifinals. My heart goes out to Team Kure. My heart goes out to Team Kure. They fought valiantly. They tried so hard. But in the end, it is going to be Team Ultralisk with the victory here on map number 4 in our second best of 5 of the day.